Sai Devaya, Namaha Shankarshanaya Cha, Pradyumnaya, Aniruddhaya, Tubhyam Bhagavate Namaha. Namaha Sai Devaya means respectful obeisances to the transcendental Lord. Namaha Shankarshanaya Cha. O Lord, you have the all power of attraction. The moment we think of you, of your name and form, we are drawn towards you. The moment we sit before you and your vision falls at us, all our sins have been washed out. The moment we touch your lotus feet, we become pure. Sankarshanaya cha. Pradyumnaya. Pradyumna is embodiment of temptations. Because of you, my Lord, the Pradyumna blesses us not to be tempted with the worldly desires, so that our love for God increases. Aniruddhaya. Aniruddhaya is the embodiment of concentration. He gives power, more power to concentrate on name and form. Tubhyam Bhagavate Namaha. All the four are in you, my Lord. Therefore, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Now, the subject that is given to me is prosperity and adversity as said by Bhagavan. According to Bhagavan, there is no adversity. And why did you use this word adversity? Swami said, I never used it. You people are using it. I never used it, he said. Then in that case, Swami, what happened to prarabdha karma? We have prarabdha karma. You yourself said prarabdha karma. Okay, please listen carefully. Valmiki was a great robber. He was killing people, killing animals for the sake of maintaining his family. And he killed so many animals also. So what sort of a heinous act he did? So much. The four Sanatana, Sanandana, Sanatkumar, four Balakumaras came, saw this fellow. So he wanted to rob these four. They said, what do we have? We have nothing except clothes, nothing else. Then they advised him. Of course, the dialogues goes for some time. Then after the advices, you chant Sri Rama. He could not chant Sri Rama because no practice for him. Then so they saw a tree. What do you call this in your language? I call it Mara. Okay, you keep on chanting Mara, Mara, Mara till I come back, till we come back. So with that determination and uninterruptedly, he kept on chanting Mara, 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 Mara. That later on, Lord Narada came there. Sir, I am advised by my Guru, Sanatana people, to tell you that you are now purified. Then what is this Narada? Narada was the son of a low caste woman who is serving the sages in those days, Chaturmasa Dharma, that is 4 months during rainy season, the rishis will not go for traveling, they will not travel, they stay in a place. So when they stayed in a place, a low caste woman came and used to serve the ashram, cleaning the ashram, make everything clean for them. She got a son, illegitimate son, a 5-year-old boy. So these rishis, after the Chaturmasa is over, they wanted to go out. He called this woman and blessed them. You have no rebirth whatsoever because you served. Swami, I am a poor man. What will you go to heaven? And how about my son? Your son, after this birth, next birth, he becomes a great, his name will be remembered forever. He's a great poet, he said. So afterwards, this woman one day went to milk a cow, and in the night, she was eaten by a cobra. She died. So the son, 5-year-old, was watching. Oh, my mother must have gone to heaven, so I should not disperse. So they said, I will also be a great man in the next birth. So why should I leave now? He also lies down, no food, no eat. After coming, he also dies. So Lord Brahma appreciated his sacrificing nature. He created his own. This is Manasa Putras. One of the Manasa Putras, this boy became Narada. So what does it indicate? Prarabdha karma has no value in this thing, provided you have faith in God and follow what God says. This is faith. So similarly, if you see in our own Christianity, Mary Magdalene, you must have heard of. She is a saint. Sorry, she was a low caste woman with all illegitimate acts. but she became a saint the moment she touched the lotus feet of Jesus. Like that, we can give many examples, many examples. But so again, Swami says, you first of all, what is it that you are going to give me in order to purify you? Dadati pratigurnati. Dadati means you give first. In turn, I'll give you. We just go there to Puttaparthi, to Swami, not to give, but to take, without giving it. So Swami laughs at us. So your prarabdha karma continues. Therefore, you want to remove your prarabdha karma, or you want to remove your adversity, first of all, you give me something, so I'll give you back. So what is that we should give you? Swami says, you must have heard Swami's speech. Give me everything to me, then I'll fill your mind with love, he says. When your mind is filled with love, then no adversity at all throughout the year. Only thing, you should not empty your love that Swami has given. So you should do that. So what to give? You must give everything that you have. Nothing to be there. Very religion teaches only this. Take your Buddhist or Jesus or Zoroaster. Everybody talks about give up everything to me. Give up everything to me means God. That's what we should learn. Once you learn that, you cannot have any adversity. Prarabdha karma does not get into this. Now say, like take Swami's life. In Swami's life, as far as I know personally, Swami brought back 3 lives. One is Eric Cohen, other is Kardam Subbamma, and other is Parvatama in the Etik Cohen and Kardam Subbamma in Chennai, 1971 and 1978, in Lady Willing Nursing Home. According to Prarabdha karma, they died. Both are died. After a day, 1 or 2 hours, they writing a death certificate. Swami went to nursing home, brought them back. Now what happened is Prarabdha karma? So because they had love for Swami, Swami has again brought them back. So the Prarabdha karma is for people who do not have love for God. Therefore, the devotion, the love of God is known as devotion. Love for God is known as seva. Love with God is known as wisdom. Love in God is known as spirituality. When you go to love in God, you are absolutely free. To start with devotion, love of devotion. That was step by stage by stage. It's like Swami, in my own personal case, I was traveling in the car in 1990, somersaulted 4 times. Have you ever heard of a 4 times of somersaulted and nothing happened except my collarbone with no pain? My wife was there, nothing happened. My friend was there, nothing happened. And we asked, Swami says, you are supposed to have been dead, but that is your prarabdha karma. But what happened to your prarabdha karma? Because you loved, you served with love to all my devotees. And whenever they say, thank the Lord, you say, thank the Lord, we thank the Lord. So therefore, prarabdha karma can be changed. Don't think the prarabdha karma will be there. See, every species in my creation, according to Swami's creation, every species sacrifices. The small, amoeba, one cell, is a food for the another living species. And the small another species is a food for bigger one. So like that, everybody sacrifices, and you take a cow, all our milk is sacrificed for humanity. So it comes to humanity. So human is the highest birth. According to Swami, there is no more birth for you. So now I have given you the power of discrimination. Use the power not to get into the worldly temptation. There are 2 things here. One, you want me or you want my creation. Creation or creator. If you are your creator, you have no birth, no question of prosperity, no question of adversity. But you unfortunately you get into the creation, and you have to face prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is there. You can solve that problem. You can remove the prarabdha karma by your own efforts. This is what taught by Vasishtha to Sri Rama 6 or 7,000 years ago. So Rama asked this question to me that Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, they are taught regular courses. Their guru, Vasishtha, tells Dasaratha, please send them for practical training to Desa Sancharam. Let them have tour. Then they have some practical knowledge. So they went. While coming back, they did not accept any reception. They want to become princess. They want to give reception. They came back, bending down their head, get into their rooms and close the door. Then the king called for their lunch. They did not go for lunch. So lunch was given to them in the room. So after 10 days, Vishwamitra comes there and asks Dasaratha, I want Rama because I am doing some yajna. I want some help. He said, no, he can't, I myself did not see him for 10 days. I will come. No, I want him only. Then what to do? You send word that I have come. So when I sent word, that's Lord Rama comes there, and Vishwamitra knows this Rama is not an ordinary person. He is Lord Narayana himself. In the heart of hearts, he offers his obeisances to him without the knowledge of anybody. Then he goes to him, Swami, do you have a role to play? He says, yes. Then he comes back again. Rama, why you did not come here? Why? What made you to wait like this? And Rama explained. See, I went to a village. I saw a young girl, about 6-year-old girl, crying. So his mother tried to ask her not to cry, but she kept on crying, and then she wanted a doll. Okay, the doll was purchased and given to her. Again, the girl is trying. Again, try another. I want another doll. So the mother got upset and beat her. So she started crying throughout. So I went to the next village. There I saw teenager girls. They are very much worried. Why? So see, my marriage has been fixed. We don't know who the bridegroom is. He may be old man, maybe young man, maybe physically disabled, deformed. We don't know. So they are worried about it. So I went to the third house, and they're newly married for 5 years, no children. They are worried. No children. What to do? Prarabdha karma. The next village I went there, they married. They got all 5 children, five daughters. No son. No, for family, abhiruddhi, for family, nobody. Then I'm going to another house. There are all 5 are sons, no girl. Oh, Lakshmi, no Lakshmi Kataksham. What to do? Okay. So I went to the next village. There I saw both are classmates. One fellow became rich, so much of money, and this fellow is staying in the same house. So he started worrying. I should also get money. What to do? He also get worried. Went to another village. And a old man was watching flying the eagle in the sky. He could not see the eye of the eagle. In those days, there was a formula. When eagle was flying, if you are not able to see the eye of that eagle, you will die in 6 months. That was the old system. So this fellow thought, oh, I'm going to die soon. What to do? Nobody is happy. Everybody is crying. What is this? This is what I am worried about. Rama tells to Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra tells, so Rama, I should not give an answer because your Asthana Guru is there. Your teacher is there. Your teacher is Vasishtha. You have to say. Then Vasishtha says, Paurushena Prayatnena Yojaniya Subhepati. Then Vishwamitra goes to Vasishtha. My dear Guru, do you think he does not know the answer? You wanted to explain so that the entire Darbar hall will listen, so that people will follow. Explain that, he said. Then he said, Paurushena Prayatnena, a man with all his prarabdha karma, Paurushena, with an uninterrupted effort, if you are able to do it continuously without solving it, then Yojaniya, the auspicious which may be far away from you because of the prarabdha karma, because of your uninterrupted effort, it comes to you, you become the auspiciousness of that, you become the master of the auspiciousness. So no prarabdha karma at all. So Rama teaches to all the villagers that every man who was born with a human form, this is the last birth, there is no adversity, all the prarabdha karma has gone because of the faith and love of God. So if you have these faith and love of God, there is no question of adversity. So prarabdha karma is there, those who do not follow faith and love. I told example of Valmiki, I said. Now, Tukaram hardly lived in 15th century, about 700 years ago. Tukaram was a great devotee of Vittal Panduranga, Vittal Panduranga. Nothing else, he does not do anything else other than Panduranga. The village chief was so jealous about this man. But the entire village was praising Tukaram. So he wanted to spoil the name of Tukaram. So he goes to a prostitute. He tells her, I'll give you some money. You call Tukaram for bhajan. Bhajan means he'll come to your house. Make a bhajan. Then you spoil him. She agreed. And she called Tukaram. Tukaram went there to bhajan. In the meantime, what she did was how to spoil him. So she almost became naked and fall on him. When she fell on him, he says, Mother, I'm so so grateful to you. I could not see my mother naked. I'm seeing my mother naked. He touched her feet. When he touched her feet, she became, what is this? He's touching my feet. And everybody fell at my beauty. And this man fell at feet. And then immediately she goes there, wears an ordinary dress and becomes a devotee. Now what happened to Prarabdha Karma? The moment your faith increases, faith and love increases, then Prarabdha is gone. Meanwhile, this village chief bringing all the villagers. See, he is staying with the prostitute house, he's playing. Both are singing bhajan. So therefore, if you have not only your faith and love, not only you are saved, people who are with you also are saved. So therefore, learn to improve your God. That's why Rama teaches, during Rama's time, he teaches Upanayana. Upanayana means what? Be humble, respect your mother and father, have faith in God. Then think of your Guru, whatever he says, you follow this Guru. These three will change your Prarabdha Karma. That's why Upanayana is absolutely, in those days, during Rama's time, Rama only taught this Upanayana to the Rishis. Rishis taught in every Gurukulam. In those days, in Gurukulam, every child must join. That's compulsory. There's no question of caste system. Now we have a caste system here. Superiority, inferiority, low caste. All are, no, everybody has to go. There's no question of caste system in Ramayana and Mahabharata. During the Dwapara and this thing. Everybody must go, and everybody has given this cross thread. Means it is a promise they have for the student to listen to Guru and be humble, learn all this divinity. So therefore, this Prarabdha Karma for these people, those who go to the Gurukulam will not be affected. Will not be affected. That because of that, you must have seen in Ramayana and Mahabharata and all those things. Those who have gone to Guru and follow the Guru's instructions, they are always happy. This is what they do. But in the case of today, in Kali Yuga, slowly Kali Yuga, what happened? These four Brahmana, Kshatriya, Sudra, Vaishya, it's not caste. It is a degree given by the Guru. It's a degree. All are working with the Guru. And the Guru, first of all, the Saukra Janma. Saukra Janma means you are born out of sepulchral fluid of a man. Next comes Savitra Janma. You are going to be enlightened. Then at the age of 12, Vipra Janma. You are going to become a God-fearing man or follow love of God. Then 18, you get physical body, everything. Then Guru decides, this fellow is a Brahmana. Brahmana means he knows how to explain spirituality to the people convincingly, in simple language. So therefore, that is a degree, BSc Chemistry. Now, other man is a good body, he maintains the law and order, and no animals come in. So you are a Kshatriya. It's another degree, BSc Physics. Now another fellow can say, here in those days there is no coin system, money. So here, whatever the excess in this village, he takes it, go to the next village, gives it, and in the barter system, he gets back those things that which this village requires, he gives it to them. So he serves both villages. That is, he is known as a Vaishya. The another man is cleaning the vegetable, hygiene, maintain hygiene in this particular wherever they live, that is Sutra. So both are necessary for a comfortable living in the library. So these four, if they follow their own duties with love and faith and love, there is no question of Prarabdha Karma for them. But slowly in this Kali Yuga, what happened? These four became, they wanted to show somebody is superior, somebody is lower. With the result, Prarabdha Karma affects everybody. Because they are not following the system that was given by Lord Rama. So therefore, one has to completely follow the system of our Vedic culture. That will certainly save it. That is the highest species, humanity. There's nothing beyond. So Lord says, I have created from one cell to so many cells. Your body consists of billions and billions of cells. The next higher than this is myself. Therefore, you have to come back to me. That is the reason why I have given the power of discrimination. So you don't go after the world. That is a challenge. That's for you. But a lower species, they have to come back one by one to that level. That's why I created the creation. For you, I am a responsible creator. For example, you are studying in a college. You are the final degree class. After final degree, you get the degree and come back. That's all. Don't go back to the 4th standard, 5th standard once again. Why are you going to 4th standard? Why are you going to the lower class? Because you failed to follow the rules of the final class student. So therefore, don't go back. So similarly here, you should not go back to the lower species, but follow this. So that is the reason why everybody has been given certain duties. That is duty. If you do the particular duty, you have no prarabdha karma whatsoever. So, but we fail in our duties, we go. For example, you take a student. He is supposed to study. 2 students are there. One fellow is studying very well. Another fellow could not study. Wasting his time. So he wanted to read some books a few months before the examination. Those books are too much. And he goes for a library and he takes some books. He could not follow. He goes to the principal. He goes to the examiner. Professor, give me important questions. I will study those important questions. He gives important questions. And examination, he writes. He could not see a question paper does not contain any question paper, any question that he has mastered it. So what to do? Before that, before him, a student is writing examination. He kicked him. He wanted to copy. So the teacher caught out of him, report to the university. University, they said, debar for 3 years. What does it mean? The student did not do his duty of studying. Therefore, debarred. If he studies, he would have gone out of the college, become a graduate. Correct? But here in our life also, you should not get debarred to the lower 2, 4-legged, 6-legged animals. You should not go. So this is the highest degree for you and easy for you. For them, the other species, they simply follow according to rules. For you, I have given extra power to think of me. You can concentrate that soon. What happened to Markandeya? According to the astrology, according to the varam, the boon given to the parents that you have a boy, your boy will die at the age of 16. The boy is named Markandeya. So the parent did not tell him. Only after 15th year, another month or 2 months are there. He said, my lord, you are going to die in another 2 months because 16th year celebration you will not do. He said, so don't worry. And he went and caught out of Lord Shiva. Swami, I and you are one. He did not even come out of food. No food, no death. Then the 16th day, the death comes to him. He could not get him because he is attached to God. What does it indicate to you? So as long as you are attached to God in this life, no death can come to you. Death is in your hand. If you want to die, you can die. That's what all these rishis and sages, they can always postpone their death. They want to go early, they go early. So therefore, for them, it is nothing. You take our own example of Swami. In the beginning, he said he'll leave this world at the age of 96. But he decided to go at the age of 85 or 85, I think. Why? He decides. At that time, I went there 3 months before his departure. I went to him. Swami, I saw his chest, lungs full of phlegm, 80% phlegm, hardly 20% oxygen is there. Swami, you can't leave this. Get away, remove all the phlegm. No, I don't want to leave, he said. Live means L-E-I-V-E. What is this, Swami? You have to completely remove all your phlegm. No. Why, Swami? I want to go away. Why, Swami? You are supposed to go only at the age of 96. How can you go now? See, people are not listening to me. What can I do? Then he gives an example. A class teacher teaching to the students, and they tell the students, do everything, but don't go to a particular room is there, that you should not go. They said, yes, sir, yes, madam. Then after, when the teacher goes away, after some time they go to the room. Then teacher came to, I told you not to go, why did you go? I'm sorry, madam, sorry. Okay, don't go. Again, after a few months, again they went to second room. They went to that room for the second time. Again, teacher asked, I told you, next time when you go there, I'm going to give a severe punishment to you. Okay, no, we don't go. Again, after a few months, they went to third time. Teacher came back. I told you I'm going to give you a severe punishment for you. So she took an iron rod, put it in the hot fire. It became red. So she brought it. See, I'm going to put everything, every student who got in, I'm going to do it. All students started crying. Young students, you know what she did after getting it? She put for herself. That is called. We told you so many times, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. You are doing it. You're not listening to me. So why should I leave? I go. So you can understand, the moment if we want Swami to be with us, we have to love him, follow his instructions. If you think that you are separate, and Swami is separate, he laughs at you. That is your ignorance. That is called prarabdha karma. So the prarabdha karma means you should not, you and God are one. That is the feeling. I told you in the beginning itself, I told you, love of devotion. Love of God is devotion, I told you. That is a basic quality you should develop. And God has given you. That sacrificing nature is God has given you. For example, you take a teenager girl. She does not know what is sacrifice. She does not know how to take care of the child. First of all, she's not at all married. The same girl, after marriage, after getting pregnant, after delivering child, she's able to sacrifice so much of her personal life, all her sacrifice for the sake of the child. Who taught her all those things? It is there in you. The sacrificing nature is in you, but you will not bring it out. You have to bring it out. You have to sacrifice for me. That's why Narada also says, first of all, Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam means if you want to be with God, remove everything that you have. What do I have? Wealth, pleasure, degrees, possessions. All the possessions will not come to you. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. Tat Paratvena Nirmalam. Then you have a purified heart, clean heart. Come to me. Vrishikesa Vrishikena Sevanam. At that time, you serve the Lord because it's purity of heart. Lord has to give back to you. Give back to you because he does not accept anything without giving back to you. So because you served him, he gives it. What that he gives you full of love. Then what happened? Nothing. Your prarabdha karma is gone. Therefore, first learn to love God first. You love your mother. That also is conditional love. When you become 50-year-old, when your mother becomes 70-year-old, you call her an old woman. That's very, very wrong. Your love has gone. The way you loved at the age of 3 years or 4 years, you 100% depend on her. How much of sacrifice she has made for you? So what happened to your love? You forget because of the ego. You are a man. So similarly, if you forget your mother, mother is the embodiment of God for you. Nobody can take care of you except your own mother. So therefore, that love for mother is equal to love for God. If that is there, if mother blesses you, you take it from me. There is no question of replacement. No question of next birth. That love, because mother is only mother who teaches you to love God. She is the first God for you. That's what Swami also says. You should respect your mother. He gives a lot of examples to respect your mother and all those things. And in case of Rama, what happened? Rama was sent abroad, forest. So Kaikeyi sent a message to her son, Bharata, who is in Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi means today is known as Kashmir. Those days it was known as Kaika. So Kaika means king of the Kaika is known as Kaikaya. That is the grandfather of Bharata. So a message sent to Bharata. Bharata came back, called to Ayodhya. I came back and Ayodhya was dull. Nobody was there. Everybody is dull-headed people. He said, what's wrong with the you went to mother? Where is my brother? First question he asked, where is my brother? Your brother has gone to forest. Your father died. He did not bother about father. He bothered about Rama. Why did he go to forest? I sent him. Why did you send him? Because you are a Chandali. Chandali means you are a dog eater. He curses his mother. Then how to bring Rama? We have to bring Rama. So he called Vasishtha and called Kausalya and other people. Let us go and bring Rama. And we don't want this woman. This is a Chandal woman. We don't want her. Dishonor. I disown her. Then Kausalya says, we can't come without Kaikeyi. Okay, for your sake, I'm taking this filthy woman, he said. So they go and first went to Guha. Where is Swami? Swami just now crossed the Ganges River, the other side. Then who are all these people? He was introducing everybody. Who is this one? This is filthy woman. Unfortunately, I was born to him. I don't lie. I disown him. Then Guha advises him, don't talk about your mother, he said. Then they went to the boat. Then she decided, I did so much for my son, but my son wanted me not to live. Therefore, I am going to, after seeing Rama and asking sorry for Rama, then I jump in the Ganges river and die. I will commit suicide. She decided like that. So I went to Ganges, crossed the Ganges by boat, and Rama was seated there. Immediately Bharata ran towards Rama to touch his feet. He says, Bharata means younger brother, stay there. And Bharata was shocked. Why he asked me to stay? Those who did not respect their mother, I don't want them to come to me. Go and fall at the feet of your mother, he says. That is love. Without love of mother, you can't get love of God. And without love of God, your prarabdha karma cannot change. Therefore, love will go. And he goes there and touches the mother's feet and asks for pardon. You know what happens? After Rama goes to Kausalya. Rama mother, his own mother is there. Kausalya was there. Sumitra was there. He did not go to them. He went to Kausalya. He caught her, mother, can I touch your feet? She said, yes. Then I have one request for me. Mother, what is, see, I am very fortunate to touch your feet in the forest. One more request is, after 14 years, I'll come back to Ayodhya. You must give me Pada Namaskar once again. What does it indicate? She should not die. That is satisfaction. That's what Rama teaches us. Even at this stage, even though he is an avatar, even though he is Lord Incarnation, you have to respect your mother. Then no prarabdha karma. Her love changes. Because her love is divinity. She is selfless love, mother. Therefore, learn to this thing. In order to summarize this prosperity and adversity, according to Swami, there is no adversity at all for the people who love me and who can see me in their mother, see me in their father. So wherever they see me in anything, my love is there for you. That's why we always think of Swami. Keep this Swami in your heart. Don't change it. Name and form, you should keep it with you. Then you take it from me. No prarabdha karma, whatever that happened, have that faith in you. Sai Ram to you. Sai Ram to you.